In today's video, I am going to show you an application which is called as Fast Money. In this, we can take the loan, we can apply for the loan, and the admin can approve or reject the loan, and they can, if they approve the loan, they will send you a sanction letter that your loan has been successfully sanctioned. So let's start it with the user part, means the borrower parts. So let's start it with my login. So after logging in, we will see the screen like this, and we need to enter the PAN number and click on verify to verify the PAN number. Then we need to fill the details like name of the business. I have already filled. It's Mahindra Agencies. Then we need to fill the GST number. Then we need to fill the date of incorporation, means the date on which we have registered the business. PIN code means the area PIN code where the business is established. Business address, the address of the address of the location where your business is established, or the shop or anything else you have created. Then you need to define the business property type. Be either it's owned or rented. In my case, it's rented, so I have selected rented. Then we need to define the industry type. It's a manufacturer, chemical, pharma, agriculture, or food. In my case, it's food, so I have selected food. Then we need to define the loan amount. I just want a loan of 5 lakh rupees, so I have entered 5 lakhs. Then I need to enter the monthly income of my business. It's 50,000 currently, so I have entered it 50,000. Then total EMI paid, it's 0 currently, so I will enter 0. And it will automatically calculate the eligible loan amount for you on the basis of your monthly income. As my monthly income is 50,000, then just why the eligible loan amount is 5 lakhs, and it says that I am eligible. If I change this monthly income, then I will get the message as not eligible. Then we need to define the business contact person, means we can say that who is the owner of the business. We need to give their name, or the person with whom the company can contact if required. Then their shareholding percentage. Then the email address for them, th- their email address. Then we need to give the mobile number, so that if needed, they can contact to the business contact person. Then we need to define the age of the person, like we can say here business contact person age. Then we need to click on continue. Then you will get this window opened, and here you can upload the multiple documents like PAN, Aadhaar, electricity bill, or bank statement, etc. I will select Aadhaar, and I will upload a demo document for you. Need to attach the file and click on upload, and it will be updated in this list like ID, document name, and date. So it's updated. Here you can see there is one another thing is there, that's called as property documents. You need to click check this box if you have any property on the name of your business. Then you need to define the type, it's land or asset, and you can attach the documents for this and estimated value of the property. Either it's personal property or business property, you can define this. If you don't have, you don't need to check this box, or you can uncheck this box and click on next. In the next page, we can see we have the GST form here. Here we need to update the GST details which we have filled in the previous months. Like I will select November, it's filled for year 2020. For the month of October delayed 2020. Then click on submit, and you need to submit it manually for the every month. And I have already filled these details, so I will click on continue, and you can see I have given the last 12 month status, in which 10 are filled on time and 2 are delayed. If I want to see the filled, then I can see all the filled, and if I click on delayed, then I can see in which month it's delayed, and if I click on all, I can see all the GST status. For the main applicant, here in the co-applicant it's empty, just because of we have not added any co-applicant till now, so it did not show anything here, and we just need to click on continue, and it calculated your civil score. As you can see, it's 906. So you got the happy emoji. As you can see, if civil score is high, greater than 725, then you will get happy emoji, or if your civil score is less than 725, then you will get the sad emoji. Here you can see one more thing here, that the loan tenure of your which you are applied, it's for 60 months or 5 years. The applicable loan amount is 5 lakhs. Rate of interest is 6.7%, and the monthly EMI will be 9,830 rupees approx. So I will click on continue. Here you can see all the details which you have filled up in the previous forms, like PAN number, applicant name, loan tenure, business name, applicable loan amount, rate of interest, monthly EMI, monthly income, applicable loan amount, and email address, mobile number, civil score. In the co-applicant, it's zero, as we have not added any co-applicant. So I will click on save, and the data has sent successfully to the sanction committee, so that they can see your data, and on the basis of your data they can sanction or reject your loan request. Here you can see it's there is a logout button. If I click on this, then it will log me out from the system. So now I will log in using the admin part. I will show you how admin part is actually works. So let's log in, and in the admin, firstly when you log in, you will get the admin dashboard like this. It's loading currently. Once it's loaded fully, then you can see the loan report here. And if I want to see the applicable all the applications which I have received, I need to click on review and actions, and I can find it by the PAN number. As I can see here, that's the PAN number which I have entered there for the for the loan application. And if I click on this PAN number, I can see the whole details, application details, like PAN number, applicant name, name of business, loan amount, monthly income, applicable loan amount, status is currently pending. If I want to see the documents which is uploaded by the borrower, then I can see here only one document is uploaded, which is Aadhaar. And if there are multiple, then you can see the list here. I will just click on back, again go back, and then I will update its status to sanction. And then I will open this, then it will update the status to sanction, and we can generate the sanction letter from here. So I will click on this generate sanction letter, and you can see we have the title for the PAN number, loan amount, everything, every details will be here which we want to share. We just need to download. I will print this and save this into my local system. I will save it as name letter and go back from here. Then I will attach the sanction letter from here, and I will select the file name as letter which I have saved earlier and click on open, and the file will be uploaded here. And once I clicked on send sanction, then it will send an email to the user that your loan request has been successfully accepted, or something like this. I will show you. I have clicked on send sanction, and I will show you how the mail you will get. So let's see. So we have got this loan status. Dear Mr. Aman, it's pleasure to have you as our valued customer. We are happy to inform you that your application has been approved in the principal for an amount of 5 lakhs. A letter of offer containing broad terms and conditions being sent to your mailing address. This type of mail is received on your mail, and you can see here is the attachment for the sanction letter which we have attached there. And we can see many things more there. In the dashboard you can see there is one more thing which is users list, in which you can manage the users. There are multiple users like Sohail as admin, Shubham as user, say in the sales department, RM, Suraj as sales manager. Thank you. That's all. My whole